Hey, John Stevenson here, guaranteed retirement guy and your expert for annuities. So people ask me, what do you get paid? What is your commission? Right? What are you making on this contract? Am I paying you? So the answer, of course, to that is no, you're not paying me anything. The insurance company is paying you. But it's still something that people would like to know. How much money do annuity providers like myself, people that will sell you an annuity, how much do we make? Right? Well, guess what? I am a financial fiduciary. What does that mean? Well, a fiduciary means they have to tell you that they're making a commission.
In fact, we have to tell you how much money we're making if you ask. Look, here's the deal. A lot of agents get super frustrated, maybe a little nervous, tongue-tied, if you're asking them how much money they're making. I don't really care. Yes, I'm making money. All agents are making money. They wouldn't be doing it for free, would they?
But it's important to know how they get paid, right? Because I think if you're in a relationship with someone and you are handing over a huge amount of money, you need to know how they're getting paid and how they're getting compensated. And I think that's important. So, all right, so let's go over some rates. Typically, and it's all over the board. It really depends on your age. Usually the older you are, like if you're in your mid 70s, 80s and beyond, the commissions start getting lower and lower and lower. So when I'm talking about commission rates, typically the sweet spot for annuity guys like myself that, want to make as much money as possible, will typically sell an annuity, I would say between age 50 and 69. That's typically where you're getting the most commissions. And we are typically getting paid, if I'm selling a fixed annuity, okay, a MIGA, what we call the multi-year guaranteed annuities. Maybe you're just socking some money away for 10 years and you're getting a 5 or 6% interest rate. Typically, I'll get paid around a 2.5% commission on that. And so sometimes it's lower. If you're older, it could be lower. And a lot of times, if you're in your 80s, a lot of these companies will only pay a 0.5 percentage point. So I would say on most of the MIGAs, though, the average is probably between 1.5 to 2.5% is a good average. As far as fixed index annuities, we make a lot more on those. Typically, we're making anywhere between 4% to 7%. And that's a typical range. And it really depends on the annuity provider. It depends on how old you are. The older you are, the less we get paid. And so how's that for transparency? A lot of people get super nervous when customers ask how they get paid. And so I don't mind being transparent because I would want to get the same service and the same level of transparency if I was asking someone else. So if you're going to go hand over your money to an advisor that's going to pay you a 1% fee, he's going to tell you, right? He's going to tell you, this is how much I charge, and the mutual fund companies are going to charge you this as well. And so your average fees on money management could equal 1 or even 2% or more, just depending on what they're putting you in. So about that, you might as well know about how annuity experts get paid as well. So a lot of times people feel like these commissions can be very, very high. And they're right. That some of them can be a little excessive. But remember the value. So whenever you're thinking about someone who's getting compensated, what kind of value are they giving you? So a lot of times when I'm putting people into these annuity contracts, I might get paid 6 or 7% on some of these income annuities, which is pretty nice. But at the same time, I'm also providing that person sometimes $800,000-$900,000 in guaranteed income, or much more. A lot of times in the millions. And so when you look at that and the level of service that requires, what you need to remember is when you're sitting down with an annuity expert, first, they need to be super transparent with you. They shouldn't be afraid to tell you what they're making. It's not a big deal. Who cares, right? It's not coming from you. It's coming from the insurance company. And so what your question needs to be is, if they are getting paid that, what level of service are they giving you? Are they showing you all of the annuities, or are they just showing you 1 or 2? Because a lot of times if we just show a certain annuity from a certain company, we'll get more money from that company, especially if we sell more volume. So a lot of times I might, instead of getting 6.5 or 7, I might get 8%. I might even get more than that if I start selling more and more of that company. And they might be a great company. I would say in most cases, often than not, it's not the best for everyone, right? You can't. It's not a blue pill, right? You can't give a blue pill to every person and make sure, it basically covers everyone's needs. That's not how it works. So when I show annuities to my clients, I like to show everything. I like to show the big picture. We go over MIGAs, we go over index annuities, income annuities, whatever you want. And we look at the highest income, highest growth, and commissions are all over the place. And I don't look at the commissions because I really don't want to be biased. I don't want to sit there and be tempted to tell you, hey, you should buy this one over here. It's good company, which it would be true. But at the same time, knowing that there's another company over here that would pay you more and maybe less commission to me. So that's really important to know. You've got to have transparency in a relationship. And when you're working with an advisor, whether it's an annuity expert or whether it's someone who's managing your money, you have to know exactly what the fees are. You need to know what you're getting. What is the benefit for those fees? And again, with income annuities, typically if you're paying an ongoing fee like 1% a year, that's going to the insurance company, and that's going to them to give you a massive amount of guaranteed income, which it is absolutely worth it. That money never goes to me, it goes to them, and that is what ensures a high level of guaranteed income. You can certainly choose the no fee option, but the income is usually cut in half and it's usually not worth it. Those are better for people that just want to leave a legacy. They don't really need the annuities for income, which is fine. Those are great too. So anyways, I hope this provided the level of transparency that you were looking for. If you have questions about annuities, if you want to get on a call, book a call. You'll notice that there's a link down below this video and we'll chat. I'll answer your questions. If there's certain annuities you're looking for that will give you the most income, we'll look at those. If you're looking for annuities that don't have any fees, we'll look at those. It doesn't matter to me. So happy to share that with you and answer your questions. And if there's an annuity that you like, I'd certainly help you submit that application and take care of you from there. So anyways, thanks for listening. Look forward to seeing you on the next video.